We have made it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Season 4 finale of Uncaged. My name is Mike Larkin. As always, is my esteemed co-host, my homie, my dude, my boy, the one and only DC, Mr. Daniel Crimmins. How are you, Daniel?
Fan-bloody-tastic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that being said, introducing our guests for this one, folks, they are also my esteemed co-hosts in the trio that is known as the Blackhearts and the Mortal from deep into the heart of wrestling. Robert Davis, Nicola McDonald, the Demoness. How are you, fine folks?
We're living because
We're good.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies.
Everybody
That's
dies.
That's the other show.
Everybody acknowledges us.
Everybody acknowledges us. So we are going to be talking about in this show, folks, the tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. We're going to talk about 2019 Roman and how we got into the tribal chief moniker of the entity. So I think the best way to start it for me is because Roman Reigns is 2019. But before even we get to that, we just actually had the 6-year anniversary of this. Roman Reigns comes out on Raw with the Universal Championship. He's cutting this very heartfelt, emotional speech, talks about my real name is Joe, and I've been battling with leukemia, and unfortunately it's back, which led to the emotional Seth Rollins, Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns hug on the stage, and then later on the night, Moxley, Ambrose, and Seth Rollins winning the Raw World Tag Team Championships, and then Dirty Deeds, Dean Ambrose turns heel on the same night that Roman Reigns announces that he has leukemia. And Daniel, I'll start with you. Your thoughts on, before we get to 2019, the announcement and then the subsequent heel turn from Dean Ambrose later in that night.
You know, I think at this point, wasn't this almost just before Mox had, booked it?
Yep.
Yeah, this was about a year before that. Yep.
About a year before that.
Which, I mean, by this point, I think, he was already checked out. Like, you could tell if you watch back then, like, his facial expression, like, for example, go back and watch the Stone Cold podcast with him. Like, dude was WWE champion and he was out. Like, he was. But
a lot of people
are
so pissed at him for that.
Oh my god!
Yo, son, he was pissed at himself.
Son, yeah. I want to know what you're about, son. Can you tell me who Dean Ambrose is, son? What?
It'd be interesting if they do that interview now.
Yeah.
Why? So he could just do his shoulders and go, it's Jon Moxley, we're the Death Riders, like that. Like, there's a difference between.
And he'd be bleeding.
Now I'm bleeding.
Now I'm bleeding.
Hang on a minute. Oh, wait, is the camera looking at me? Yeah, quick, what? No.
Nothing will ever be worse than the Hulk Hogan excuse. Brother, wait a minute, brother. You can't hit me with the chair yet, Eric. Dude, just gig. Okay.
That dude is such a tosser.
Yes.
Sorry, it has to be said. And sorry, Dan. Normally I don't do it on the shows. But yeah, but no, he's a total fucking idiot.
Let it rip.
There's a video.
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to you guys. It's from WCW, and it was probably the worst chair shot I have ever. I think he was hitting Kidman, and like you see him just like tap him like a little,
doink.
And like Tony Schiavone and the other announcers are acting like he just pulled a Rock Mankind chair shot, like just the most devastating chair shot in the world.
Friggin' Hulk Hogan.
He was fucking overrated.
WCW 2000. And yes, now all of us as people, and we're not going to get into politics, but I will say, let's all get together now. Smile on your brother. We're united. Hulk, you're the same one who drunkenly said, I'm a body slam Kamala. Shut your dumb ass up, to quote MVP.
It's also the same dude that came out with his own beer and called it Real American Beer. And it can only be found at Walmart.
You're a real American dude. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, eat your vegetables, and drink some beer with the Hulkster, dude. Yeah.
There's nothing more American than Walmart.
Or he'll try and grab
your pocket. And again, biggest wanker ever.
He is.
Yes. Mr. No, I'm not doing. We did this in the last show. I'm not doing that again.
Oh, him and Ric
Steroid
Flair.
Wanker.
No, him and Ric Flair, same thing. Hulk Hogan. That doesn't work for me, dude. Ric Flair, I won't put you over. You cool. You cool. You dickhead. So yes, with that.
What's your name?
I can't put you over.
Nicholas.
No, Dickhead.
Nicholas Dickhead.
Woo! So anyway, back to Roman. Daniel,
Sorry.
your thoughts on the speech and the Dean Ambrose heel turn? Hit me.
Like, I remember when it happened, people thought it was part of the show. You know, and you can tell it wasn't part of the show. Like, you see them come out, like you see Rollins, you see Ambrose come out, and Mox was more stone faced. I mean, you could tell, but Rollins, he couldn't hide it. And that's when you know, I mean, that was one of the few moments in wrestling where it's not part of the show.
No, not at all. And did you
the way they handled that, I thought was, I mean, it's better than, than just, having whoever was the authority figure at the time with the belt in the middle of the ring, just saying, due to personal reasons, Roman Reigns has relinquished the title.
That was real. It was authentic. And I mean, for you, do you agree with them? I'm sure this was the subsequent plan before that, but did you agree with Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins after winning the Raw Tag Team Championships that night, the Dirty D's, and just beating them down afterwards?
Absolutely. And, I think had Roman not gone out or had not had that relapse, is that the right word? Relapse?
Yeah.
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 Honestly, I would have had Mox turn on Roman.
Ooh. Okay.
And have the two of them go for the Universal.
So you mean you would eliminate the Intercontinental Championship match and Dean Ambrose wearing the gas mask?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That whole storyline needs to just be deleted.
Oh, man.
Fair enough.
Dean Ambrose might still be in WWE if that storyline did not exist.
I do not want to inject the needle in my butt for these germaphobes. No, you will not hit me with a needle in my butt, hit me in my arm. No, I'm sick and tired of these.
What is wrong with people and needles in this business? Seriously, any arms?
I cannot take these germaphobes. He took it in his side. He's making sure it's okay. Needles.
Like, but I've got tattoos, and that's the only needle I fucking go numb. And when you're in hospital and shit, but no.
The last, I'd say, I don't know, guys, what do you think? Maybe 8 years of WWE have been like, we're now just finally within the last year or two starting to get decent.
Oh, we are. We're getting better and decent in the right trajectory. I mean,
I wonder why that is.
Oh yeah, there's no guy talking.
Because a motherfucker fucked off.
There's no
more than once.
I mean,
of course.
Probably no better way to say that.
Well, I mean,
he's a tosser, fuck off, die. What about that?
Yeah.
I mean, to relate it to the Shield, like this is the same. God damn it! This is the same guy who said that. This is before WrestleMania. Oh, geez, probably when they first came in, like 2014, even or 2013 when the Shield came in.
It was TLC 2012.
Yeah, that. I was trying to think of like which WrestleMania it was. So it was the WrestleMania before their first one.
29. It was WrestleMania 29.
Yeah, before the first one, 2013. So Vince wanted them to lose to, I think it was John Cena, Ryback, and Daniel Bryan, and before that, Elimination Chamber, and they fought for it, and they wound up getting it to return over that they should have won, and they won.
Cena even told them, "Hey, no,
we're losing.
We're losing this one.
We're losing this one." Now imagine if he would have said that to the Nexus and I digress.
Here you go.
Excuse me. So Robert Davis on an aside, back to Roman and that night. So thoughts of the speech and then Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins that subsequent night. Go ahead.
Cancer is something that's very personal for me. 7 months after Roman did this, I had my own battle with cancer. So when the speech happened, it was very personal. Even after that, it became even more personal. To see people kind of think it was just an act. People to this day still think it was just an act, and it's just like, grow the fuck up. Like, that was probably the most real and authentic thing from Roman we had seen up to that point. And honestly, that probably resonated and connected with a lot of people because it was real. And, for the first time, I think people actually got to see the real character of Roman Reigns, being Joe, I know why. And, it's still something that kind of sticks with me to this day. Considering everything that Roman's been through, with my own battle with cancer and things like that. The heel turn, though, I thought was kind of I thought that was a bit much at first, kind of looking back at it now. I understand why they did it, but going through that night and kind of everything that happened, it was just kind of like, God damn, that was dirty. But then again, this is Dirty Deeds Dean Ambrose we're talking about here, so it wasn't too shocking.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap, Mr. Robert Davis. I like your style. Nicola MacDonald, what were your thoughts on Roman's speech and the subsequent heel turn from Dean Ambrose?
I thought it was sad because at the time I wasn't as big into as like Roman as I am now, and I didn't have a lot of like knowledge about it. I knew who he was, but I wasn't as into him as I am now. That makes sense. This is gonna go. It's always this way with me because I'm fucking slow and all that shit. Hi guys. I said I'm gonna still do it.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. Anyway, no, I thought it was sad, real sad to hear him say that, because obviously you don't expect it. And obviously, like Rob said, he had his own battle, and yeah, that also was sad as well. But here he is, still sitting there, killing everyone with me. As my favourite brother in the whole wide world. My evil one, obviously. Fuck you.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Just, yeah, I didn't like it, but things happen, right? So, yeah. And it's Ambrose. He's always doing something fucking crazy. So, yeah, it's nothing unusual.
So what Nicola's saying there, ladies and gentlemen, just
oh God, did I fuck it up again?
No, you didn't fuck anything up. We're just going to put it to fruition, to the forefront here. So what she was saying about being slow, which she's not, but hey, if the shoe fits, I'm only kidding. But when it comes to that particular time period in 2018, she was into the TNA realm and she was in the undead realm. It was all
I was.
Mike, if I can just interject.
Yeah.
Watch what you say, because she'll kill you.
She'll kill you. I'll pay you.
So now you've got you have 2 hours before that the skin changes. Oh, trust me when I say it, she's been around well too much recently.
Oh my goodness.
It's been a good week for demons.
It is.
It's okay. Yeah, plus it's nice to be back in my own skin for a little while. Well, my own form.
You got 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. But yes, at this particular
ouch.
At this particular time, Nicola was stuck in the undead realm with Su Young, Rosemary, and Kiera Hogan in her orange hair at the time.
Yeah, so to be fair, I wasn't that focused, and I did go through a whole phase of just TNA, only TNA. And then in the end, I started to go off everywhere else, and now I'm hooked to everything that's going on. So, yeah. Also, with the help of everyone telling me all the time, aka Dan over there, Mike over there, and Rob up there. Exactly. You're above me, just that's why I'm saying that. You're right. Terrifying in that sense.
So we do have good news out of the bad news. As around this particular time period, Roman comes back, the infamous speech, everybody's crying, everybody's cheering. I'm in remission, y'all. Yes, he's back. Roman's coming back for WrestleMania time. And who did they put him in there for his first WrestleMania back in 2019?
Matt Corbin.
Not yet. We're not there yet.
Wasn't that Corbin?
No, it was Drew McIntyre.
No, it was Drew McIntyre.
We like him. Okay. We like him a lot.
Okay, so the story be Drew McIntyre mocking him for cancer. Drew McIntyre had made Kurt Angle tap out to his own ankle lock. He turned on Dolph Ziggler. Drew McIntyre, his own man, he's this monster killer, and he goes up against Roman at WrestleMania 35. The match in itself was fine for what it was. It told a damn good story. At the time, Drew was coming into his own, and Roman was on the comeback from dealing with cancer and being in remission. So we'll start with Nicola McDonald on this one. Again, I'm going to get the woman's thoughts here because she's getting all giddy talking about Drew. She's standing up for professional wrestling. She's all about the Scottish psychopath that is Drew McIntyre. Nicola, what were your thoughts on Roman and Drew going into WrestleMania 35 2019? Roman getting the dub and him starting to really showcase that heel mantra that is Drew McIntyre.
I've always been a fan of Drew, and I will be, because obviously UK, Scotland, there's really not that much difference. So yeah, well, big difference, but not that far. But Yeah, he was good in TNA. So watching him get better and better and better through WWE, even though I wish TNA had done a lot more than what they did with him. Just throwing that out there. But anyway, that was years ago. Yeah, his evolution has been fucking awesome. And he is a psycho. And most Scottish men are psychos. So it kind of goes with the,
I mean,
But I did like it when.
Go ahead, Dan.
God,
they eat haggis.
that's nasty shit. No offense, Drew, but no, that's disgusting. Fuck off.
Oh, it is.
No, certain days of the year, my mum. Yeah, hi, mum. I'm going to mention you. I weren't going to, but hi,
Mom.
Hi, mum.
Hi.
Hey, she used to make us eat it, like say once a year. Like it was like a certain day of the year, and we'd sit. I don't know what the fuck that meant, but yeah, it's nasty. Nope, it's up there with liver. Hell, fucking no. No offense, Drew, but no, haggis is nasty.
Hell no.
I've had it
Fuck
once myself,
no.
and it was
Nasty.
No,
Even, like if you look at the recipe, you're just no.
no.
It just tastes like it's just dry and just there. No taste to it whatsoever. But yeah, anyway, Drew McIntyre's awesome. I like him for many reasons right now. Nope, not mentioning that fucking name. Not gonna do it.
No, I'm gonna do it. The biggest reason that you like him is because he hates Punk, probably more than you do.
Yes.
You mean Pepsi Phil?
Pepsi Phil, yes.
Fuck it. That dude, don't get me ranting on him. Seriously, I will. He's such a prick.
Oh.
But yeah, anyway, Drew McIntyre, yeah, because he smashed him, made him bleed. Got loads of stitches in his head, well, Drew's head, but still.
I will give you 16 stitches in your head.
Everybody bleeds.
Everybody bleeds. Everybody dies.
They do after I've dealt with them, but they do, yeah.
So Dan, we'll go to you next, and then we'll end with our boy Robert on this portion. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, WrestleMania 35. Your thoughts on the feud going into it, and Roman getting the dub?
I thought, there's no way Roman wasn't gonna win that. I mean, you first feud back from cancer. I mean, I thought it was cheesy, but at the same time, I know a lot of people hated it. But like, these are the same people that want the Attitude Era back.
This is very true.
This is very true.
Like, and if I remember right, I think back then, I don't know if it was Drew that posted it or maybe it was Roman said, y'all criticize this, but want the Attitude Era back. Make up your mind. Which is it?
Yeah, it was Roman.
That was Roman.
And he's right. Like,
but yes, so that was going into WrestleMania. I like your style. Now, Robert Davis, your thoughts on the match in itself and the feud going into WrestleMania 35?
You know what? I'm kind of in the same boat with Dan there because I did think it was kind of cheesy, and because we all knew. I mean, how do you have Roman lose this? Like, the man's probably the biggest babyface in the world at this point. So going into it was cool. I've always been a fan of Drew. I had just started watching wrestling and again in 2016, and I remember Drew being this kind of skinny, frail kind of little dude, and I find him again in 2016, and he's got a beard and
you like him for the same reason I bloody do.
Oh, I absolutely do. I think I like him even more now because of that. But kind of going back and watching what he did in TNA was really cool. Watching him in ICW was cool. The fact that he came back to WWE, because after getting released and doing what he did and kind of building his name up and making a name for himself, I thought it was cool for him to have a WrestleMania moment. Finally. And he's just killing it now, But as far as the match and the feud, it was fine for what it was.
Oh yeah.
So we go
not to make one quick point. I would love to see them do a feud again. Like,
great.
Now,
Drew now versus the Roman we have now.
That would be great.
I mean, we got it at Clash at the Castle.
Drew breaks like glass.
True. We got it at Clash. We got it at Clash at the Castle, which was awesome. But yeah, more now.
By the way, I nicked that off Rob.
But yes, the trajectory of their characters, I wholeheartedly agree. I'd love to see it now. And those two have great chemistry with one another. And as we saw with Clash at the Castle in that WrestleMania match, and the chemistry would continue as right after this was the Shield's final chapter, as the Shield would go on to beat Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre in a 6-man tag on April 21st, 2019. And that was the end of Jon Moxley in WWE, and then he would go on to a little company called AEW because Tony Khan. We could all
I'll pay him.
We can all say it together. Hold on, 1, 2, 3. I'll pay you.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you.
So that
I did it too, so I don't get moaned at like last time. You're gonna do it? No.
Come on, Nico.
I did it this time.
Say it, don't spray it. So we
Oh, I'll spray with venom.
So we go from the Shield's final chapter to head off with the Shield, which that was the end of Ambrose. But Roman, we get back to Money in the Bank. Shorty, what you think? I got money in the bank. Shorty, what you think? And then he goes into a feud with Elias. Yeah, a random ass.
Who the hell's Elias?
Walk with
No
Elias.
disrespect, but who the hell's Elias?
Fuck you, Elias. Fuck you, you drifting son of a bitch.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck is you? Fuck is you, you bum ass motherfucker. Who the fuck is this Elias?
You mean Ezekiel?
Ezekiel's
brother, right?
Ezekiel's brother. Yeah. Yes. You don't remember Elias, the drifter with the guitar? All right, hold on. Now I got to put up a picture to freaking.
Oh, for God's sake! Yeah, memory. Like I said, brain is here, but not functioning anymore. Yeah. I finally got 2-3 days off. So yeah.
Elias.
Timu Macho Man. He was a Timu Macho Man.
Timu Macho Man.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah. I know who that is.
There, him and his brother Ezekiel.
Oh.
Ezekiel.
Yeah. I know who that is. Yeah. Fair enough.
Elias.
My bad.
I think he's
sorry, dude.
I think his name is Elijah now.
Elijah.
He doesn't do the drifter gimmick now. He's sort of like a like quotes Bible passages and
yeah, Elijah.
If that's your thing, cool.
He's the messenger.
Yes. I mean, I will say this. I'm going to tell you straight up and down like 6 o'clock. I don't remember why this feud happened. As I was doing my research for this and really looking back at 2019 overall, I cannot tell you why the fuck this happened. So I'm guessing I really don't remember why this happened. Do you guys even remember this match? I know I'm going to probably gloss over it. And Roman won, but yeah, no.
Nope.
Hell no.
Nope. I'll tell you why it happened.
Why?
Everybody else was busy.
Oh, that's you just gonna say Elias. So then
and Vince found some random dude off the street and went, "Hey, come here, got a job for you. Get in that ring."
No, I don't mean to shit on Elias because I did love.
Get in the ring, or I'll grab your pecker.
He tried to grab a pecker. What am I supposed to do? He's the booker. So
he's not allowed near hotels with fucking cameras anymore either.
Tony Atlas, meet Tony Khan.
Roxanne, Cora, let me take a picture of your foot. I want to see your toes.
Who the fuck looks at feet and goes, yeet?
Yeet.
Yeet.
Let me get a screenshot of that. No. So anyway, taking pictures.
What is wrong with that fucking man?
I don't know.
Seriously.
Did you hear about that story before when NXT was in St. Louis that the guy was at the hotel trying to take pictures of the feet?
we came to the conclusion that it was Tony Atlas.
We did.
He was wearing his cutoff shirt with his.
He was wearing the Mr. USA singlet that he had when he was on.
Which, by the way, that is actually his laugh.
It is. It's the Abraham Washington show. God almighty. So, so we go from
Roman, honestly.
Yes, we go from Roman and Elias, which again, love Elias. I love the Drifter character. Great musician, great singer. Don't even remember this feud, but I did watch the match. It was fine. Then we move on to Super Showdown. Oh, this is the same show that had fucking Undertaker and Goldberg had that debacle. This is the same show that had Roman Reigns after the match with Elias, the filler, right? Just the filler before we get to a big feud. As Daniel put it, somebody was busy. He gets into a feud with Shane McMahon. who has just become the best in the world from their Crown Jewel 2018, and Drew McIntyre is his friggin' muscle. And Shane McMahon has a pinfall victory over Roman Reigns at this particular time period. I will start with Daniel Crimmins, my esteemed co-host on this show. Daniel, your thoughts of Roman versus Shane at Super Showdown, and then he goes from Drew McIntyre, the brief thing with Elias, and now we're on to Shane McMahon. Hit me.
Well, at least Shane didn't tear his quad on this one.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, man.
Can I just say,
Damn,
what
I
is
missed
it with McMahon men tearing their quads at the strangest times?
Friggin' Vince just ran right into that Royal Rumble.
It's just got to be the DNA at this point. The genetics on the quad were not quite.
I was gonna say, I mean, the steroids, that's not with Shane, clearly.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Genetic disposition to tearing your quad.
Genetic jackhammer.
The most awkward times.
Oh, boy. So
save us, Snoop.
Save us, Snoop. Save us, Shane. AEW. Ah. So, Daniel.
Snoop.
Daniel, your thoughts on Roman Reigns McMahon from Super Showdown?
To me, that was something that they could have found somebody better, but it was Vince trying to make his kid a star, which I'm still surprised Vince didn't put the WWE title on Shane.
I mean, he put the European and the Hardcore title on him.
Well, they put those titles on anybody and everybody.
This is true.
What the fuck?
Welcome back, Sunshine.
I leant over to get a drink, and somehow I come back, and everyone's disappeared, and I'm like, oh,
because it wasn't Pepsi.
Maybe
it wasn't Pepsi.
Fuck off. That's Demon fucking around now. She's like, nah.
Pepsi Punch.
Pepsi Punch. So I will say this to add on to Dan's point. Shane McMahon at the time, they tried to do the best in the world. He wrestles The Miz at WrestleMania, beats The Miz, and he's feuding with The Miz. Then we get to Roman. And
he hit Miz's dad.
He did. He got in there with Miz's dad. He took out his daddy.
Miz is gonna die. Throwing it out there.
Oh, he already is.
I mean, according to Killer Cross, he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, well, we also know that a certain person has him held in the chair.
Mercy.
Our type, yeah, mercy. Our type of thing. We've done that. Well, I have. I haven't.
So I will say this: Roman and Shane match was very meh. Drew McIntyre gets involved. We'll go to Roberto next on this one. Your thoughts on Shane McMahon and Roman Reigns at Super Showdown in the feud?
You know what? It was something. I mean, Shane's the best in the world. I mean,
at what he does.
And what else can you really say? But this was something. That's all I can really say about that.
Just as an aside, because I gotta say it.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon's the best in the world, right?
Yes.
So he's got to go to AEW because that's where the best wrestle.
Hey now. Hey now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay you, Shane. Here comes the money. Ah. So yeah. Your thoughts, Nicola, on Shane McMahon and his Shane O'Mac shuffle against Roman Reigns?
Sorry. My bad. Don't do that when I'm drinking something. It'll end up everywhere.
You're not about by nature life. Naughty by nature is the one who sings "Here Comes the Money." Naughty by nature, not because I hate you, man.
Right. What was the question?
Thoughts on the?
I'm giggling too much.
Thoughts on the Shane and Roman feud and Shane pinning Roman Reigns in Saudi Arabia. Feels so good to be back.
I think it was. Right. Okay. Because I have different opinions on this one. Because I definitely don't think Shane McMahon ever was the best in the world and never will be in my eyes, but he was good at one point. Only when he's doing his, but I didn't like it. Roman should have won it. That's saying something, but yeah, didn't like it at all.
No,
and I'm getting 3 looks now saying, "Nah, she's wrong."
Oh my God. So here's my thing about this too as well. So we go from this, they have a match at Stomping Grounds, which Roman wins. And the precipice of this is supposed to lead to a epic tag team matchup at Extreme Rules, which, all right, let's put this into the fruition. So the feud continues. Roman gets the win at Stomping Grounds. And then we go to Extreme Rules. Drew and Shane are beating down Roman on Raw, and what hits? Gong. The Undertaker comes back to help Roman Reigns, who Roman beat him 2 years prior at WrestleMania. Undertaker put the jacket and the hat down. We thought that was it for the dead man. And then we
Should have been.
Should have been.
Never was.
And since we had to get rid of the Goldberg debacle, let's pretend that didn't fucking happen.
What didn't happen?
What didn't happen? What? And friggin' Goldberg would then make up for that by killing Dolph Ziggler in a matter of seconds at SummerSlam that year. So poor Dolph.
He's still a little salty over that.
A little bit. So we have Roman and The Undertaker against Drew McIntyre and Shane McMahon. Yeah. Again, you can see the trajectory of how we're kind of like mad with 2019 Roman Reigns. We're going to get to the good stuff in a minute, but Daniel, we'll start with. All right, we'll start with you, Nico, since you're asking why. Oh, why? The show is over. Say goodbye. Madonna, take a bow. Roman and The Undertaker against Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre for a tag team match at Extreme Rules. Go ahead. Your thoughts.
Why?
Why?
Why was that match even a thing?
Because
I get it.
Because
I get it. Undertaker. Yeah, everyone's gonna die because we say so. But no. I just don't get it. But at the same time, obviously, there was a reason for it. Undertaker came back and blah blah blah. So no, it was all right. It was cool.
So, Robert, your thoughts on The Undertaker coming back to really kind of avenge what happened at Crown Jewel with Goldberg and also the Roman Undertaker history. What were your thoughts?
I do have one thing. Is he ever going to fucking retire? Or is he going to stay gone? Yeah, all right. Is that why he appeared this year?
Which one? When against,
he's not retired.
On NXT with Braun Breaker? Or that was last year?
No, Undertaker.
I think he probably wants to.
Didn't he appear at WrestleMania? When Cody won.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
He did an interview.
Nicodemus.
He did an interview recently, and he's like, he said I could still go.
No,
the fuck you can't.
No, Mark. Sit down, Mark. No, Mark. Sit down, Mark.
Do your podcast, Mark.
Do your podcast, Sunshine.
Do your podcast, Sunshine. God rest his soul.
Jesus. Yeah, 100%. Rest his soul. And no, I'm not naked in a bath, you fucker. Anyway.
you fucker.
So,
Robert, that man's fucking legend. Funny as fuck.
This is another one of those, like, why? Why are we doing this? Why? ¿Por qué?
Undertaker needed a payday.
That's probably, and I'm sure this was a substantial payday for everybody involved, but we could have done without this.
So
we didn't need it.
We didn't
want it.
We didn't want it. So then we go.
Vince McMahon wanted it.
Then it gets really bad. Like, you think this is bad? We're about to get.
Fucker always gets what he wants.
Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck, motherfucker. Yeah. So
you know what? Watching that documentary was a big waste of fucking energy. Fucking hell, no.
I saw it.
Fucking. You did. I did. It was a waste of fucking time.
No, you said I wasn't going to finish it, so I had to not finish it.
You had to finish it, man. It's stuff we already knew, but he's a dick.
I mean, as fans, it was all shit we already knew.
Yeah, big time.
I mean, if you're not a wrestling fan, watch it. You'd enjoy it. But
no, that's true, because I've had some casual people come up and tell me, like, "Oh my god, did you know this? Did you know?" Known all this stuff for quite some time. So
I felt sorry for him for 10 fucking seconds. 10 seconds. I sat there and went, "Oh, poor dude." I went, "Nah, you're a prick. Fuck off. You can get burnt. No one cares. Go and I would say go rot in prison, but
I'm not going to anymore."
By the way, I would just like to add, since we were burying poor Elias. Sorry, Elias, but so since we were burying...
We still like you.
We still like you, even though you didn't matter here. So it was bugging me, so I looked it up. So the reason why that match happened is because that was originally Shane's bodyguard, before Drew McIntyre, and then they kicked him to the curb because he lost. So yeah, he was
Jesus,
associated.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
Don't remember any of that.
Don't remember any of that, but okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
we go from
This is
that.
how well I remember.
So we go from this debauchery of a feud. Like I said, it's about to get worse. So Roman Reigns, much like Stone Cold Steve Austin when he came back and was getting boxes to try to hit him and whatnot backstage. This was Roman with like the friggin' cables and the boxes like throwing off on him. So we're trying to find out who the hell attacked Roman Reigns. Who was it? Who done did it? And Buddy Murphy was aligned with Daniel Bryan and Rowan at this time. And if you really want to watch a good match that was actually very good at this time, watch Roman Reigns versus Buddy Murphy on SmackDown. And it's just such a crime that they didn't really utilize Buddy Murphy the way that they should have. Now he is Buddy Matthews and the House of Black and AEW. Let's go House of Black. Got to put it out there. Buddy Matthews, baby. But Roman, and you can hear the pin drop when this segment happens. So he knows who did it. And Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are standing there, and then they take the thing off the guy, and it's this doppelganger Eric Rowan, and everybody's just like silent. And he looked like a fucking janitor, and it looked like if Ashton Booger fucking shrunk, and it was horrible.
Oh, was that Daniel Bryan doing this?
Yes, that. This is what we're up to in the timeline. The bullshit Roman Reigns Eric Rowan feud, because Eric Rowan winds up being the guy who took out Roman Reigns, and then we get to Clash of the Champions, which we have a.
Sorry, you said it. You said what? Yeah,
I know. Yeet. So
Yeet.
We get to Eric Rowan and Roman Reigns at Clash of the Champions, and Eric Rowan actually gets a pinfall victory over Roman in the
red circle.
And the no disqualification match, because who makes his return at the time? Here comes Luke Harper to help Eric Rowan beat Roman Reigns and the Bludgeon Brothers.
Brothers.
God rest his soul, Luke Harper. We love you, Brody. Eric Rowan gets over Roman Reigns. So we'll start with Dan on this one. Eric Rowan, Roman Reigns feud, the bullshit that started, and Eric Rowan getting the win on pay-per-view. Daniel, go.
I'm a sucker for Rowan.
Same.
Love the Wyatt family. Love what he's doing now. And if there is anybody out there in wrestling that deserves to have good shit happen to them, it's Rowan.
Yeah.
Like, the dude, I mean, he has lost two of his best friends in wrestling. Like, so to see him come back, and you can tell, dude is having the time of his life right now.
He's loving it.
And I'll be honest, like, just as an aside, I don't think the Wyatt Six would work without him.
No, not at all. I think it would be remiss because you have one of the legendary OG Wyatt family members.
And I've said
I still think there's
like,
one missing.
Oh yeah, I think
still one of them. No, not a she. He. I got a theory, but we've had this cult before. But there's still one original missing.
Braun Strowman.
That should eventually. Yes, too fucking right.
Well, there's still Randy Orton. He's still,
Oh yeah, Randall K. Randall K was in the Wyatt.
No. They're gonna kill Randy. Different. They destroy Randy. Not Randy joins them. No.
Oh,
I have my own vision of what they all do. Trust me.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I think it's nice to see it, and it was one of those things where you're just like you're shocked. You don't hate it. You're just like, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
you're happy to see him win.
I would just say, as a random aside, I think it was a huge mistake for Tony Khan not to sign Rowan when he had a chance. Like, after Brody's passing, that was the time to sign him.
Oh yeah.
Look, you could have made him a star, but
no. Yeah. So I will say this. So we go from Rowan beating Roman, which, Daniel, were you happy with the result at the time? I think it was much needed.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, but then again, I'm a Harper and Rowan guy.
Same. Roberto Davis, your thoughts on Eric Rowan and Roman Reigns? The awful way to start the feud, but Eric Rowan got a nice little win on pay-per-view.
Yeah, kind of the same. It was nice to see Rowan win. Definitely a sucker for Rowan as well. Love the Bludgeon Brothers, Wyatt family. Love what he's doing now. So to see him kind of get that surprise win, because we all thought, fucking Roman's gonna win, and he didn't. So it was definitely a nice change of pace and definitely nice to see.
Nicola, you sicko for the 6. What are your thoughts on Eric Rowan and Roman Reigns?
For the
we're still
sickos,
happy. For the sickos. I agree with all of you, but also have the same theory as well that obviously Rowan beating him was awesome. And like you said, with Brody as well, he's an original Wyatt, then he's Wyatt 6 now. I saw an interview with him out of all of that, and holy crap, that dude just makes you love him more and more. Hearing him talk, and like you said, he's gone through 2 people, both of them rest in peace. But yeah, and he's still standing there, and he is having the time of his life right now. And you know what? Considering who he is and everything, he's going to do amazing things. And he's going to go far. And I love Rowan, and I love all of them. So, yes.
If you guys haven't seen it yet, there was an interview. It wasn't Chris Van Vliet, which, he interviewed.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah,
Chris Van Vliet was the one I saw. Yeah.
This one was an interview with
he has his own drink, by the way. He has his own drink.
Yes.
Sorry.
Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas.
And he was talking about it, how good it is to have, Rowan around, and he said they're going through it. I think that's nice.
Agreed. And I think for me too is, now I'm going to put this into fruition, because after we see this matchup, we go to Hell in a Cell 2019. Now, when everybody thinks of Hell in a Cell 2019, what gets overshadowed from the event is not just because it was terrible and all, but everybody talks about Seth Rollins and The Fiend, and why are we having a disqualification in the Hell in a Cell match?
That match never happened.
That match never happened. Never happened. No.
Red light?
Really?
Yes.
Red light. My God, am I the only one that actually thought that was pretty good? Not in the red light, but I mean, if they took the red light shit out, then it would have been pretty good. But because it was, I'm going to say anything The Fiend did's amazing, because I'm a freaking huge fan of him. So,
All right, hold on here. But yeah, what we're going is...
Go on. Go on.
I'm taking it there. I'm challenging you, goddammit. So, no.
Challenge me.
I'm coming for acknowledge me. Challenge me. So... we go from the problem with that is, again, I understand where you're coming from, like the presentation side, as we all talk about. But the point of the matter, it's a Hell in a Cell match. And the year prior, they did Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman in the Hell in a Cell, and it ended in a no contest because Brock got involved. When it's Hell in a Cell, when it's no disqualification, and how do you have a no contest in a Hell in a Cell match? And a year later, you stop.
Do you remember the first one, like Undertaker and Michaels?
Yeah, I do remember that.
This is very true. Yeah,
Kane coming out and basically ripping the door off.
True. But they actually had a finish.
And when you and I discussed ECW One Night Stand 06, you had a disqualification in an Extreme Rules match. It's the same thing. Rey
Mysterio and Sabu.
Make it make sense.
Well, yeah, that was the biggest thing from that, was the referee stoppage. But Roman was also on this card, as him and Daniel Bryan would be in tag team action against Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, who just reunited as a team. And Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns got the win after Eric Rowan also turned on Daniel Bryan, because remember at the time, Daniel Bryan and Rowan were a thing, the environmental championship, fickle. That particular time period. So we'll go to Nico on this one, because she's all about that life, that Wyatt life. Follow the buzzards and let her in, goddammit. What were your thoughts?
Follow the fireflies.
What were your thoughts on Daniel Bryan and Roman beating Luke Harper and Eric Rowan?
Let me in.
What he said for a start. Oh, he's over there now. He's moved. He's not up there. Anyway, you're over there now.
I guess
I got Mike there. Rob kind of over there, and Dan right next to me. So it's like, hey, everyone's everywhere. I was pissed off. Of course I was. You don't beat the Bludgeon Brothers. Fuck that. So yeah, not happy that they won, because obviously, like I said, Wyatt 6 or Wyatt, or Blood, whatever. Yeah, no, fuck off. Roman shouldn't have won in the first place.
Fuck you and your Bludgeon Brothers. You'll always be the Wyatts to me. goddammit. Take your hammer and shove it up.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Pretty much, or bend over and just fucking let him smash you over the head of it. Simple.
Roberto Davis.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this tag match?
Wait, we've got to think of something else when you talk about Wyatts. You can't go out with yeet. It's got to be something different.
So, your thoughts on this tag match, David? Very good match, but yes, your thoughts on the tag match.
It was a very good match, but just you don't like. I don't at least like to see Rowan and Harper lose, especially like that.
I just said that.
I know, and I'm saying it again.
I think I'll say it again. She had like a truck. That's like what?
Fine.
And I will say this though: people wonder why Daniel Bryan left WWE. Like this had to be a fucking prime example of one of the reasons when he started to decide, you know what, maybe I should get going.
Yeah. Very much true, because when you get towards the COVID time that we're going to get around here in a minute, like you can tell, like when he's feuding with Gulak, when he's feuding with
Gulak, what a name! Sorry, sounded like...
Haven't heard that
over name. Here. That means that means something really bad over it.
Yeah, dumbass Drew Gulak, who used his Unlimited Wrestling, used allegations that he had against him as a gimmick. You piece of fucking shit. I don't mean to rant, but fuck you, Drew Gulak.
Allegations.
So false.
I mean, the dude is basically now guaranteed that no major company is ever going to bring him back.
Well, you know who else is not going to have a major company bring him back? I'm looking at you, Jake Hager. Looking at you, Jake Hager. I'm looking at you, Jake Hager.
That communist.
You communist. Tony Khan, the communist. People are losing their minds, and we're reaping all the benefits, like John Lovitz in The Wedding Singer.
My Trump.
I love that film.
Like, have these people, as I said on Max, have these people ever read a dictionary? Like,
well, I mean, he is from Oklahoma. Sorry,
Google's free, people. You know, you can Google what is a communist. Like, it's not hard.
And I'm sorry, people from Oklahoma, I really am. But when you got a representation like that, dumbass, like, I mean, hey.
Google
He's not sorry.
I'm not.
He's not sorry.
Like,
they never are.
Look at James Storm being from Tennessee. Like, first of all, if James Storm, sorry about your damn luck, James Storm.
Sorry about your damn luck.
Excuse me while I throw Mickey James off the train tracks. Anyway, I digress. So we have coming up.
What are you doing? What are you doing in the bins in the UK? What's going on? Anyway, carry on.
James, get out of the bin.
Oh boy. So we go from
put the beer down, mate. Put it down.
So we go from this to Survivors. The best part of Roman's 2019 was the Survivor Series, and you know where I'm going with this. Roman Reigns and Keith Lee are the final survivors for Team SmackDown and Team NXT. Made Keith Lee look like a mother effing star. Daniel, can you just tell me, bask in the glory, Roman and Keith Lee, boom.
You know, I'll say it's one of those things where I fucking wish Triple H had taken over a lot earlier. Because, man, right around that time period, which one of the good things to come out of the Saudi show back then was, like, we got that beautiful, amazing angle with NXT versus Raw versus SmackDown.
Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, yep.
Baby.
Boom.
And just think about, like, they made Keith Lee. I almost said Keith Richards.
What the hell? We don't need him. Oh, no. Back in your box.
Anyway, you know, they made him look like a star, and like, if I gotta think, if Triple H had taken over a lot earlier, you know, I don't think AEW would have half their roster, but I digress. I think, you know, Keith Lee would be, you know, main eventer. You know, they could have done so much more with him. Like, that was the time to shoot him to the moon and not turn him into fucking Bearcat Lee.
What do you want me to be? Well, first of all, with Vince McMahon telling him, like, what do you want me to be? You know, Bear, I want you to be more vicious. You sound too smart for your own good. Why are you saying big words? Why are you talking like that? God damn it.
So Vince basically would have wanted him to be, you know, another Crime Time.
Yes, pretty much what he's saying. That's literally what he said. If you listen to Keith Lee on Talk is Jericho, he pretty much said, you're too smart for your own damn good. Why are you saying big words?
Does he know what a fucking big word is? Jail's a big word.
Oh, so we go from Roman and Keith. And this
Non-disclosure agreement is Vince's favorite long word phrase.
Oh, God.
I call it NDA. I'm the NDA champion.
Hey, maybe
I'm
that's
not
what he's
going to let Ric Flair kill my creation.
Maybe that's what Vince is going to call his new company.
The NWO. NDA.
The NDA.
First script.
Holy shit.
First script. Office. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, I digress. So we move on from Vince and the awful booking that would go on to be Keith Lee, but we did have some good booking with Roman and Keith. Then we get to Dog Food City as Roman Reigns gets into a feud with Baron Corbin. King Corbin. King Corbin at the time. And him and his boys, Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode. I don't know if you know this or not, but they were called the Dirty Dogs. Oof, oof,
Big Bob.
Oof. Big Bob. Oof. Dirty Dogs. Oof.
Nobody calls you Big Bob.
They call me Big Bob.
When I think of Big Bob, this is my Nickelodeon 90s brain. I think of Hey Arnold with Big Bob's Beepers because Big Bob was the Beeper King. Helga Pataki. What's up? So we digress. My cartoon.
Wow.
My cartoon.
Yeah, you're not the only one. We had that here too. We all know Hey Arnold.
That just went over the head of everybody who was born in late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. Watch some good TV.
Well, they got to learn.
You gonna learn today.
Today you gonna learn today.
And just as an aside, I will say this.
Go and watch Thundercats. Go watch all them. Oh, you know what? When the minions were growing up, I made them watch everything I watched growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Every single program. So they were up to date on the original X-Men, original Thundercats, all that stuff.
Good. Raise them right.
Raise them right.
I did. Jesus Christ. At the minute, Carol is obsessed with Star Wars and it's driving me nuts because that was years ago. And she's like every day. And I'm like.
And just random aside, they're making a Voltron movie.
You shitting me?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
They are. And, just wait. Henry Cavill is going to be in it. He's going to be starring in it.
Yeah, he's starring in fucking everything right now. He's just appeared in Wolverine. He's just appeared. Oh, sorry, Deadpool Wolverine. I'll rephrase that because.
Just give me a live action Thundercats movie now.
Deadpool
with Ian McKellen as Mum-Ra.
Yes,
he looks like him anyway.
He's old fucking goat ass. Yeah,
I mean, you can't argue that.
I mean, actually, Keith Richards looks more like Mum-Ra.
You can't argue that either.
Keith Fudge.
He just might be Mum-Ra.
He might be Mum-Ra.
I will say with some.
And all these kids who are listening, anyone's listening to this, who the hell is Mum-Ra?
Google.
Who the hell is Thundercats? Google.
Netflix and chill. So we go from.
Go watch Pokemon for an hour. Come back and talk to me.
No, they don't know what that means either. Oh, fucking douche.
What does? What?
Y'all suck. They don't know what Netflix and chill even means anymore.
Y'all suck. Y'all.
Skibbity.
Giggity, giggity. So we go from.
Gay.
So we go from Roman. We go from Roman and Keith Lee to the fucking dog food and the Dirty Dogs. And Roman and the Usos were also involved in this. So they put doubts Roman Reigns and dog food. They have friggin' the big dog, a guy in like a mascot as a dog coming out. And it's just horrible. And then Baron Corbin winds up beating Roman Reigns at TLC. And then it goes into Super Showdown in early 2020. And they have a cage match where Reigns wins. And that's the end of that feud.
Sorry.
You're fine. I know this was a bad time period. Yeah, I don't blame you yawning, so it's okay. Well,
stop me.
I see how it is.
You know exactly why I'm yawning. No, you know exactly why I'm yawning. It's not because of the time period. It's because I'm delusional and insane.
Say it, don't spray it, Nicola McDonald. Say it, don't spray it.
Like I said, if I sprayed it, it'd be venom and you'd be burning. So that makes sense.
We be fire burning on that dance floor, Sean King.
She'll kill you.
She'll kill you. So,
literally.
She'll burn you.
I'll burn you alive. Fuck you all. So we go
The
from
amount of people I want to do that shit to. But anyway, we're not in demon form yet. Another 30, 40 minutes.
torch you, I will
Then
smash
you're all fucked.
you. You're all fucking gonna die. So why do you want to
Everybody
kill
dies.
me? I'm just trying to run a professional wrestling company. Why won't you be my friend? So we move from that to Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin, the dog food, the steel cage match. We'll start with Roberto on this one. Robert Davis, man. Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin, the dog food to the cage match. What were your thoughts on this feud, man?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, there was a point in time that I liked Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
I thought the Lone Wolf was fantastic
Oh.
in NXT on the main roster.
Europe.
Once we got into King Corbin and Constable Corbin, I was just like, what the fuck is this? You know, bum ass Corbin was pretty fun. Happy Corbin was okay. And everything after that.
Yeah, the one with JBL, not so much.
Not so much. Everything after that was just kind of like, what the fuck?
Run was good though.
It was okay. But the whole Corbin and Roman thing was just like, what the fuck?
The fuck are we doing?
I think I was still. Did Baron retire Kurt Angle at this point already?
He already retired Kurt Angle. That was early.
Yeah, I think I was still pissed about that. So I was just like, fuck you, Baron, you bum ass bitch.
I forget who Angle wanted.
John Cena.
Come on, bitch.
Vince said no. You're getting Corbin.
You're getting Corbin.
Yeah, so the story that Kurt Angle tells is he wanted to wrestle Cena at that one, and then Vince is like, no, god damn it, you're in a feud with Corbin, but we can have you wrestle the next year against Cena. And Kurt's like, I don't think I'm gonna make it to here. He goes, well, you're gonna have to face Corbin, and that's it, god damn it. And so he took it, and then
it's so disappointing.
It is.
That's who you one of the, I think, arguably the greatest of all time. Like, that's who you end it to. Like, at least Undertaker got AJ.
True. This is true.
You know, Sting got an amazing send out. Kurt Angle gets Baron Corbin. You know, even in Japan, Keiji Muto got great Muta. He got a better send off than Kurt Angle.
Jushin Thunder Liger got a great send off.
Jushin Thunder Liger got a fantastic send off.
Triple H got an inadvertently great send off.
Yeah.
It's still better than bum ass Corbin.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah,
I was pretty pissed at Corbin for a long time, but I mean I've made amends with it, and I hope he finds something.
Agreed. Nicola, dare I ask?
And Tony Khan has entered the chat.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you, Baron. I'll be your end of days. Come to my company. I love you. Nicola McDonald, what were your thoughts on this Roman Baron Corbin feud that led into the dog food and the cage match?
I think that
says it all. Yeah, that says it all.
What
we all said.
Yep.
Yeah. So
you don't want me to talk anymore.
So we're gonna
mute my mic, Tosser.
Oh boy. Nah, we're gonna mute it all the time because we're about to get to some good stuff. So the last of the bad stuff is about to come into fruition. So Roman Reigns at this particular time period. So we go from losing to Baron Corbin and finally winning in the end to the road to WrestleMania 36. And what started this was a tweet that he put out while explaining why he uses a pad during his entrance to protect his hand. Because when he would do the entrance, he would do that, and then boom, fist goes right down. So he put out this tweet. Now, this is from 2020, responding to a fan. And here's what Roman had to say. He goes, nothing to explain, Nick. It's a little piece of pad, so I don't break my hand on steel grate. I got to perform like 48 weeks a year, man, so that won't be stupid. It would be like headbutting a door before my match level of stupid. Anyway, have a good day, Nick.
I remember that.
So that tweet goes out making fun of dumbass Goldberg, who before his match with Undertaker got a concussion from knocking his friggin' head on the door. Yeah, and they still
actually, what did the concussion was he mistimed the spear and he ran headfirst into the ring post.
So that was is that what even aggravated him even more? Yeah.
That's when he got the concussion.
Okay, thank you. Either way, head smashing
What a
Goldberg.
stupid idiot.
He is. He's a dumbass, and he's going to get a retirement match next year. Can it please be against Braun Breaker? I really don't want to see good. Can we have Braun Breaker just cut a Steiner promo on him and just spear him and get him out of here?
I said it once. I'm going to say it again. He's going to cost Gunther the world. He's going to cost Gunther the world title.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put it into existence. No.
Dan's already said it like 5 times. It's already.
You know what's going to happen. It's one of those times where I love being right. I do. Not this time. Not this time.
Oh, boy. Okay. So we have this tweet from Goldberg, and Roman Reigns and Goldberg wind up. This is going to be the match at WrestleMania. So Goldberg beats. And we're actually on Deep Into the Heart of Wrestling. We're going to watch this match. Goldberg beats The Fiend. Heads go down. So Goldberg later on would say, on the plane ride there, I was losing, but when I got to the building, I was winning. So he went with what Vince said. It wasn't his decision. He's even said he should have lost, but he wound up winning and beat Bray Wyatt because Vince McMahon at the time wanted Roman Reigns versus Goldberg at WrestleMania. And, well, that would have sucked. I mean, we got it like 2 years later, but still. And thankfully it was quick. But they cut the promos leading up to it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. So Goldberg at the time cuts the promo. Goldberg cuts the promo on the way to WrestleMania, talk about who's next, and then Roman comes out and he goes, I'm next. And then everybody goes, ugh. Everybody groans like, we're doing it.
And of course we get the tagline, spear versus spear.
Yep, that was the tagline. And so we're going into this. Before we even get to talk, because we're getting to the pandemic era and we're about to get to the good stuff, I'll start with Daniel on this, my esteemed co-host. Daniel, your thoughts on Roman versus Goldberg and leading up to it, and then Roman saying, you know what, my family and my health is more important. I am not doing this match at WrestleMania.
You know what? Even, I got to think, had COVID not happened, we wouldn't have had the greatness that is the tribal chief, bloodline shit would have never happened. And we would have gotten probably a terrible WrestleMania main event. Mm-hmm. Because that probably would have closed out the show. And holy shit, that match would have been terrible. Like, it was obvious his match with The Fiend was garbage.
That jackhammer, not so jackhammer.
Mm-mm. He couldn't get Wyndham's Bray up. He couldn't. People thought Bray sandbagged him.
No, he couldn't get him up.
He couldn't do it. Like, Goldberg has even said he doesn't know if he can still do the jackhammer. I mean, dude's what, 57, 58?
Yeah, about that.
Like, the match would have been terrible. And thank fucking God, Roman's like, yeah, I'm not doing it.
Not doing it. And Robert Davis, add to your point there, Roman and Goldberg, and the subsequent, I'm not doing it because of COVID. We should have canceled this WrestleMania sooner, and then we got at the Performance Center, but Vince was going to do it anyway because, God damn it, we're going to go to Tampa. Your thoughts of Roman and Goldberg?
Goldberg will be 58 this year.
You shitting me? Wow.
Really? Yeah. He looks good for 58. Jesus.
Yeah, but still, I don't want to see him in a goddamn ring anymore.
No.
Oh.
No.
And then he did have conversations with Tony, and then I'll pay you. No, you won't, because I'm not going there. I'm not.
Maybe he can go on Logan Paul's show.
I think he called Tony. I think he called Tony a mark, didn't he?
He did. He said he was the equivalent of Dixie Carter because Dixie Carter on it wanted to pay Goldberg back in TNA 2010 on it. I'll give you a sarsaparilla bill, and that didn't happen.
Like I said, he can go on Logan Paul's show and fuck around, cut to that twat.
Jacksonville, Dixie.
I hated Dixie. Funniest thing ever seeing her go through a fucking table. Best feeling ever.
Well, honey, I almost broke my neck.
Really, Ray, you're an arsehole, but at the same time, thank you.
You know what? I'll just say, he used Tony in order to get talking with Triple H again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Edge did the same thing back in, 2019, 2020, saying, well, I'm talking to Tony Khan, and then Vince is like, I'll clear you. I'll clear you. I'll clear you.
I'll clear you, goddammit. Come on back, Adam.
Which, just as an aside, like, after that last AEW match, dude, no, just no.
Don't be jumping off with your 50-year-old ass.
Nope.
Ages. Oh, you think you know him?
One way ticket to Titty Island.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. You
But
do know me.
On this day, we see clearly.
Yes.
Hey, Marina, what do you do with problems?
You solve them. Duh. God, she sucks.
God,
all right, so I'm sorry. Again, we've said it every time. She can kick my ass. She can kick Dan's ass. She can kick all of our asses. But you suck. You suck.
You suck.
You fucking suck. God rest his soul.
So, but back to your question, because we deviated, like we deviate quite a bit. But I was so happy Roman decided what he decided. Again, this is kind of going back to the thing that connects us, that stupid disease we call cancer. I totally understand why he did it. You got to take care of yourself. This is a very serious time. This is a very serious situation. Being immune compromised is no joke. You can really fuck yourself up. So I understood completely. I was all for it. Even if he wasn't immune compromised, I still would be okay with him saying, I'm not doing this, because I wouldn't have done it. Healthy or not. Go fuck yourself.
Nicola, your thoughts on Roman and Goldberg not happening in the COVID thing?
Not happening.
Go fuck yourself.
Did you say? Yeah,
Yes.
basically that. Yeah, go fuck yourself. It shouldn't have happened anyway. So yeah, no, I'm not sure anyone lost sleep over that.
No?
Not really. Waste of time. Why? Fuck you, Goldberg.
So now we're going to get to the good stuff. So since we brought everybody up to speed on where we are, and we kind of because like I said, it was a bad,
I'm in hell.
It was a bad time. So we're going to talk about our thoughts on the start of the Tribal Chief and some of our favorite moments from this now run of Roman Reigns. You better fucking acknowledge him right now. Put the ones in the air. We're putting them up.
Nope. I'm fine.
Fine. So
only because they use brothers. Usos. Rather than that.
Yeet. So Roman at this time is like, I'm not doing it. I'm not coming back as the big dog. Fuck you, big dog. I need a character change. And he brought in Paul Heyman with him, gosh darn it. And Roman, at the end of SummerSlam 2020, comes out, spears the Fiend, and he takes out the Fiend after Bray Wyatt wins the Universal Championship, beating Braun Strowman. I can see Nicola shaking her head. And then Roman Reigns spears the Fiend. And then at the next pay-per-view, Roman beats Braun and Bray in a triple threat match to win the WWE Universal World Heavyweight Championship.
You know, my first thought was not again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Damn it, he did it again.
No, I wasn't happy with that. Hell fucking no.
Like, you guys can't let Bray get a good run in? What the fuck, man?
Every time there was something, it was always every run he had, even as the Fiend, they still no.
Nah.
Fuck you, Vince. But yeah.
Dan, your thoughts on Roman?
I will say one other thing though. He was a legend, still is, and no matter what matches Bray was in, it was always awesome. No matter what version of it was. So yeah.
Seeing him come back, just as an aside, seeing Bray come back, that last run, as brief as it was, fucking epic return.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
all the puppets, all over the stadium.
I mean,
that was fucking
the last match against LA Knight.
Yeah.
You know, could have been worse. I mean,
I was the only one that loved that. You know that.
Yeah.
I thought that match was fucking brilliant. That one compared to the other one, I actually loved that one more.
But to call it a Mountain Dew match
because of
the was stupid.
It's stupid.
No, it was the way he looked. The way he looked himself, not because of the match. The way he looked was fucking amazing. So, the way he grew up and everything, it just Yeah.
That's the best part of his
Yeah.
comeback is we were all just like, this match is freaking awful. And Nico's like, he looks so goddamn cool. And I'm like,
did,
yeah,
though.
he does. He did.
You know, and kudos to the guy. Kudos to the dude that did all his design.
Yeah,
Jason.
something.
Oh fuck! I forgot his second name, but yeah, he created.
I mean,
he's creating. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's Jason something.
He's created all. That's it. Jason saying. I know that much, but
not related. Not related to Jake something.
No, not related to Jake something.
No. Oh,
cousins maybe.
Maybe cousins.
I knew I was talking about, and you all know I'm talking about Texas.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I know, we know.
We're just taking the piss.
We're taking the piss.
You always do, you fuckers.
That's salt and wankers.
Bruv.
Tossing.
Oi, bruv.
Kyle, why
I'm
you
not
turn on
gonna-
me, my best mate? So.
Oh, I tell him to fuck off all the time, stupid arsehole.
Oh boy. So.
Especially when he starts ranting about saying, I just go, oh, fuck off, you arsehole.
Kyle, my bruv. Why? Why, Kyle? Why?
What, bruv? What you doing, bruv?
What are you doing, bruv? So.
Jesus, you are beginning to sound like Will. That's terrifying.
Do I dare even go on to Sillet Bang? His favorite person.
Bang.
Do not bring that up ever again. I swear to God, that advert appeared the day after we watched it, and I sat there like that going, I'm going to kill both of them.
I think 97% of America was made aware of what Sillet Bang was.
Fucking Will Offspring, you fucking idiot.
And the worst as an aside, and we'll go back to Roman, sorry. But at the press, the media scrum afterward, the UK guy's like, oh, Will, great to see you, man. Congratulations on your win. And what was your thoughts going into the Sillet Bang when you said that? He's like, oh, bruv, it's an effort all over here, bruv. So I had to say it's the first thing that came to my mind. And I'm like, I hate that reporter for asking him that question because he elaborated on it. And I'm like, bruv, we've seen it all the time, bruv. Like, bruv.
Every fucking day for the past probably 15 years. And this prick brings it up now.
Yes. Yes. So
I'm moving, by the way. I'm not going to stay living around the area that he's. Fuck that.
So we get Roman winning the Universal Championship, and you're like, no, what turns into it? And I mean, it's been 4 years, folks. Y'all know the bloodline, but we'll talk about some of our favorite moments of this. The fact that they got Jey Uso into the main event, and you had him just like boom, the shot to the moon right here. He would then win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But Roman and Jey, that Hell in a Cell match was just epic. It was storytelling. It
fucking
was
great.
Great. Like, what were your guys on just the fact that we got to see Jey in the spotlight and him and Roman had this great feud to cap off 2020? And I'll start with you, Roberto. Go ahead.
I think at this point, did we really expect that from Jey Uso?
No.
This is something, as someone we've known as a tag team specialist for a good 12 years at this point, maybe. Wow. God damn. What a match.
And I'll go to you, Nicola. Go ahead, because I know. Yeet. What were your thoughts?
Yeet. I thought he was cool, and I like the fact that they were just very connected what they were doing. So yeah, I like Jey. Everyone knows I like Jey. Yeet man, who does not like fucking Jey? Then again, who don't like Jimmy? So it's kind of like a But yeah, no, I think he's cool, and I like the fact that him and Roman did that. So yeah, all right. I can say I do like saying I like a few things about Roman, but that's one of them.
Daniel?
I loved it. Right? It's the Yeet. Do you feel him, sir?
Do you feel him, sir?
Do you feel him, sir?
How drunk were they? Seriously, that's so funny.
Had a few libations before we go.
So you hear
this? We had some vodka on the bus.
Oh yeah. And like to hear Cody talk about, they didn't know they were going out there. Like no one had bothered telling them ahead of time.
Oh no!
And he's like, "Hey, Oos, you feel me, Oos?"
He said like somebody came up, like one of the production assistants comes up and like, "Hey, they need you for the press conference in a couple minutes." And he's like, "We just sort of looked at you like, okay." And like he was the one he had to tell them when he said full disclosure, Ood and I may have had a libation or two.
Man, they're getting hammered on the bus, and hey, we need you for press.
Like nobody thought to tell them that, before.
I mean, they were the
like,
opener.
Hey, we're gonna need you folks for a press conference after the show, so
don't celebrate.
No, don't celebrate too much. Or friggin' Cody's like, every time I go through that curtain, I want to run away, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, saying like this random shit, and then he's just laughing and giggling, and Jey Uso's just like, every time I want to smack Jimmy, and I'm like, smacking Jimmy, running away from the curtain. Like, these two are just on one right now. My
I bet y'all lost money thinking Judgment Day was going to win tonight.
I bet y'all looking pretty stupid right now.
Now, God damn.
Oos. By the way,
hey, oos.
and then Cody before he yields, one more thing. Yeet. Yeet. So Roman and Jey, and I will say this about the run from 2021. I can say this because Roman has had it. This bloodline from 4 years has just been the ups and downs. Has been awesome. 2021, the only thing I could say, the only match that I wasn't really a fan of, because we got finally the push of Cesaro, which was awesome. We got Edge and Daniel Bryan. We got a lot of great matches. We got him and Big E. We had so many great things going on around this particular time period. The one match was him and the Demon Finn Balor, and that awful finish of the that awful. And we're mentioning good stuff here because there's a lot of good stuff. There's not a lot of bad here, but this was the only bad thing I will say about his reign. That god awful finish of the Demon. Yes,
I was very, very upset about that.
So was I. Don't fuck with a demon.
The rope of all things, you cut the fucking rope. It collapsed collapsed under the massive size of the demon dong that is on Finn Balor. Oh, I was
demon dong.
I was very heated about that. I am a huge Finn Balor fan. I love the demon persona and
the demon tongue. Why not? Yeah. Okay.
There was a good second. I was just like, Finn's gonna win again. He's gonna have the title. We're gonna make up for what we lost all those years ago.
Shit.
And the fucking rope snaps. I'm just like, God damn it.
By the way, happy anniversary, Finn Balor. He just celebrated his 10-year WWE debut. Him and Hideo Itami against the Ascension. What's up, Finn? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Hideo Itami. My name is Kenta.
My name is Kenta. So, Daniel Crimmins, I'll go to you next, my amigo. Because we had a great year. We had Edge and Daniel Bryan, like we mentioned. We had Edge one-on-one. We had Cesaro, which rightfully so, he got the push that he deserved. Because that was
I need a drink.
And what were your thoughts on Finn Balor and that whole debacle at that SummerSlam? Go ahead.
Honestly, it was fucking terrible. Like, of all the people, and like there was no answer for it. Everyone thought like, oh, there's gonna be, it's gonna lead to a rematch.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
That had Vince's paws all over it.
Well, yeah, this was a year before before everything happened. Before everything happened. So I'll go to you, Nicola. I know you mentioned how dare they mess with the demon, but you have a character like Finn Balor. Finn getting the rightful push that he deserves. How awesome was that to see?
That was awesome. He deserved it, and it was his time to shine. But if there was anyone that was going to have that bullshit with the ropes, it should have been Punk. Simple as. Toss pot. If it broke his neck, it would have been fucking fine. But no, yeah, that was a bit. Didn't like that very much at all, and it wasn't fair because he should have won that.
And I mean, like,
blown. And yes, it is because he's demon, and yes, it is. But I like Finn, human or demon, so it don't really matter. He's still a fucking legend.
I will mention John Cena when Robert.
That's not Paul, love.
I'm wrong show. When Rob comes back,
I believe his name's Rob, but okay, we'll go with that.
Sorry.
Hi guys.
So Robert, he's back. Wrong show.
Why do you look so fucking grumpy?
So, Rob, I will ask you this because we were talking about, like you mentioned, we're not going to upset you that much because we're done talking about Finn. So we get to every great match like we mentioned there. Edge, to recap, Edge and Daniel Bryan. Rey Mysterio was even in the mix at this time, which was great because he threw Dominic out the ring. We had Cesaro. We had everything in between. But
we have Logan Paul.
Oh, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. Your thoughts on the John Cena match? Because Roman Reigns is an asshole, and racing John Cena is like missionary every single night, every time he talks. So
one of the probably one of my favorite things in the 8 years now that I've been watching again was watching John Cena just absolutely cook Roman in the ring.
Oh yeah,
Mike.
Oh yeah,
that was probably one of my favorite things ever. And I'm not a big promo person. I've definitely about the in-ring stuff. And this match, for what it was, it wasn't bad. These are two guys obviously that are not they're not technicians. Let's be real here. The match was still great. I thought it was solid.
Now, Nicola, I will ask you, because the promo that he's referring to is, I do this better part-time than y'all do it full-time. So your thoughts on Roman and John Cena, missionary positions, and assholiness. What were your thoughts on Roman and Cena?
I have to come back because you can't do your job.
Burn!
What he said and what you said, and what they're gonna fucking. I got no answer after what Rob just said. After that, fuck it.
All right, so you'll be in agreement. Enough said. So Daniel Crimmins, your thoughts on Roman and Cena?
I agree with him over in the corner.
Okay. Yep.
He wasn't wrong. Like,
no.
And I think it was more indicative of like a lot of people on the roster. I mean, it's partially Vince, because it's like at the same time, like if you had more stars, you wouldn't need the part-timers. But yet, if Vince would have invested in some of these stars, like it's double-edged here,
Oh, agreed.
He shouldn't have fired a load of them either, should he? But that's him being again.
He had to pay his hush money.
Yeah, he had to pay for sexual.
Well, get rid of the stupid ones that don't do anything. Just stop. Never mind.
The best thing that came
out. They got rid of so many good talents out that he got rid of for no reason. So fuck you, Vince. But they came back. So
yeah. Well, the best thing is they got rid of Kevin Dunn, and the production is way better. Thank you.
Did they fire Kevin Dunn, or did he retire?
No, Kevin Dunn retired. As soon as that happened, he was like, I'm done. Oh shit, they're coming for me.
I'm out. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
No thanks. So
don't mind me. I'm getting
my so excuse
me, please.
This way. That way.
Thanks. Daniel, can you give me a little fuck this shit? I'm out.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
No thanks. What? So we move on to 2022.
Fuck this shit. I'll pay you.
I'll fuck you. Come on. So we move on to 2022.
Wait, whoa.
Pause. So
Tony McMahon.
Tony, no, Tony, please. I don't want to see your Jaguar penis. We move on to 2022. We move on to 2022, and we get to Roman and Brock Lesnar. And again, yes, the feud that never ended. So Roman
is the feud that never ends.
We get from Roman to Brock. Roman beats Brock, comes on, wins both titles. Roman then beats him at friggin'. First of all, Brock Lesnar taking an F5 at SummerSlam, and also the fact that he went through that Roman and the friggin' the truck, the friggin' forklift, the friggin' monster truck, the friggin' everything that went into it, and the ring collapsing, and just that was so good.
This was Farmer Brock, right?
Farmer Brock, yeah. Yep. With the how funny is that looking at him with that farmer's hat, man?
That I thought it was great.
Like, yeehaw! Like everything about this was awesome. This run, like I said,
in Canada, so
yeah. So we go from the Roman and Brock feud and everything that we got, like 2022, everything from Drew, everything in between. Roman was on fire, but the big thing that happened in 2022 was the addition of Roman beating Drew and the addition of the one, the only Solo Sikoa making his main roster debut, attacking Drew, and then we get what we got. So I'm going to start with Dan on this one. Your thoughts of the introduction of Solo to the group, and yeah.
I thought it was done perfectly. Like, I don't know. I just think the way that they did it, like, because you think, okay, the Usos are gonna come out, this and that, and then it's like you see the hood guy, you're like, oh, okay, it's gonna be, Jay. No, it was not.
It was Solo, who at the time was really just kind of starting to get his grind on, and NXT 2.0 at the time. We don't talk about that, but yeah, he and the multicolors. He was starting to get his grind on, and he was feuding with Carmelo Hayes and Von Wagner, who I know he's gone, and then whatnot. And yeah, he's on the main roster, and he's with the Bloodline, which I'm going to say great addition because he does have a lot of talent, very reminiscent of the Umaga with the Samoan spike, the spin kick, very Yokozuna-esque as well. So I'm going to start with Roberto Davis. Your thoughts of the introduction to Solo into the Bloodline?
I thought it was done very well. Like you said, we all thought it was going to be Jay. No, Jimmy. No, we got Solo, and I think that was a fantastic way to introduce him because all eyes were on that match, and we got to know who Solo was, and that is very important from this point, up until today. So,
oh yeah,
Nicola, your thoughts on the addition of Solo Sikoa? We taking it all?
I've always actually liked him, and I liked the way he came in. Same as you, I thought it was interesting. It was cool, and he has evolved from when he first started to what is where he is now. He's really, really good, but he's not Roman. So yeah, there's that whole concept. But yeah, I do like him anyway. He's fucking scary.
Oh yeah, like I don't know if you saw it, but there was a couple of weeks ago when Jay showed up on SmackDown and just seeing Solo just mock and being like, "Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Yeet, 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 yeet. Are you done?"
He has a lot of comedic timing there that I think I like with Solo. They added that little extra element to it. And I also like the fact that Jey Uso was like, if he keeps staring at me like that, I'm going to knock his ass out, referring to
No, he said he was going to dog walk him.
Which was what Jacob Fatu said, yes.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait till they let Jacob Fatu off the chain and just let the dude play.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
We not ready.
We not ready.
Yeah, we are.
We ready. We ready.
We ready.
Because we know.
We know. So I will say this. Everything.
I'll pay you.
I'll pay you. I will say this about this entire run. When you have Roman and Cody, the story that they told with Paul Heyman and, talk about his father and them legit tearing up to him beating him at WrestleMania and the story trajectory arc for 1 year later for Cody to win it. The in-between of Sami Uso, which Sami Zayn, I will mention this because it all ties in, has been the best doggone part of that bloodline. The funny timing, the entertainment-wise. Usi?
He's not feeling Usi today. He's not going to Uso. Usi?
So,
or waffles.
Is that what's wrong, Jay?
That was wrong, Jay?
We got to go get some waffles.
You want to go to Waffle House?
Let's go to Waffle House.
That's it. And Jay just sitting there looking at him like that.
Browns.
Daniel, do you want to go to the Waffle House? You like the Waffle House, Daniel Crimmins?
No, I don't want to go to no Waffle House.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. What? Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have them here.
Yes, you do.
But we have potato. Yeah.
You don't have them like we do.
All right. Okay. Yous all have them. I have them in places I can't effing get to. But we have potato waffles, so screw that.
Well, there's one in Norwich where your girl Paige lives. Your girl Soraya. What's up, Soraya?
Yeah, I ain't going to Norwich. Fuck that. Most of the time.
So,
Nicola would rather go to London.
I'd rather go to London. Oh.
Yeah, I'd rather go to London and suck my dick.
Wow.
Oh, I said it the first time. No, fucking show.
It only took an hour and a half.
But we
go being
from...
good. Fuck
yes.
this. Hands are gone. No, that's it. I'm being mean now. I've been good. Now you're in shit.
So I will say.
Oh, Demon Hour in 5 minutes. Yeah, you're all fucked now.
So we get everything that we had from that particular story. Like, I will say this about this run, folks. Roman and Cody, from everything to Sami Zayn, the entertainment galore and the storytelling of Jay, and Jimmy and everything that we have now. I will say this, from everything that we saw from the trajectory to really look at what we've had. And I'll start with you, Dan, on this. How excited are you now for a Bloodline versus Bloodline War Games that we're getting now? Because again, the storytelling has been very, very good these last 2 years.
I would compare it to, Avengers Endgame, the scene where everybody shows up and people are saying, well, why is it taking? Because things like this, you got to let it happen naturally. And just as an aside, y'all know we would have never gotten this shit if Vince was still in charge.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck no.
They probably would have had Roman drop it to fucking Goldberg.
Yes, he would have. Probably.
Fuck that guy.
So I'm excited to see, the Bloodline Civil War. I'm excited to see where it goes after that.
I will say this, you guys, what I also do love about it too is not just the fact, we mentioned the introduction of Solo, and we mentioned the great moments of Cody and Jay winning the tag titles. Do you feel him, sir? From the Judgment Day and the Judgment Day feud and everything that we saw kind of span off of this. And Jimmy and Jay, and I will say this, the WrestleMania match was not that good, a lot. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. The story there was good. The match, not so much, but now we're getting them back together, and that hug was awesome. It was great to see them reunite, much like with Sami and Kevin in 2023. They build to them winning the tag titles. So there's many different arcs there that we have a lot of callbacks to. But for me, and I think y'all can agree, because we mentioned the introduction of Solo, the introduction of
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but it's fun. Who cares?
It is fun. He's getting it over.
He is. The best is they showed a video and they were at some live event, and then Tama was about to do it, but then some fan did, and he's just I don't even have to do it.
And of course we have Fatuing.
Fatuing.
The fuck is that?
So it was maybe a month or so ago. I think it was shortly after Jacob was around. And they're leaving, and you see him do a little dance to slow music.
Yes. Okay.
And it's a thing.
Fatuing. Oh, I love it. That's great.
So, and I hate to say this, my dear friends, but I don't hate Camacho. I don't hate Tongaloa. I really don't. I really don't. Eat shit, motherfucker. Gorillas of Destiny.
The infamous.
And don't forget Micah.
Fucking Micah from TNA.
Donnie Marlowe.
Yeah.
FCW.
Yeah, buddy. Micah, for Nicola remembers Micah. Friggin' Eli Drake, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Rising. Oh.
The infamous Tongaloa.
That's the only weak link, but I do think his role has been fun. And like I said, I cannot really distress here the fact that, folks, if you haven't been following this trajectory of the Bloodline to what we're going to get now, it's going to get so good. Jacob Fatu, Solo, I love you.
I love you,
Solo.
And just as an aside, I cannot fucking wait till eventually, and honestly, they need to keep Solo heel, have Jacob turn face. Because, dude, looking at him, that dude has money written all over him.
He does.
You want somebody that you can make a huge star, it's him.
They know it.
Bingo.
They know it.
They don't.
And Tony's got to be kicking himself that he couldn't sign him. He couldn't get the deal done.
He probably couldn't have done it if he wanted to.
Do you remember I think Cody was the one who tried to get Solo in the early stages of AEW, and then Solo was like, no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
People think Zilla is going to end up in AEW. No, he's not. Zilla, we know where Zilla's going.
I mean, we have that we have that new WWE ID, baby.
Actually, I don't know if you guys saw this. Lance Anoa'i has actually been signed to WWE since the summer.
Nice. Okay, I like Lance. MLW Lance. Yep.
Yeah.
What about the big dude?
What big dude?
Juicy Finau?
Yeah.
Oh. Finau or Hikuleo?
Juicy Finau or
Juicy Finau? No word. I don't know.
I know Hikuleo. I like Hikuleo. I think he's
or as they're going to supposedly call him Talatonga.
Talatonga.
He's allegedly had reported to NXT, so
yes, so we shall see.
We shall see.
They fucking need it because they did a great job packing the women's roster. Like, seriously, the NXT women's roster right now is fucking loaded up. I would say one of the best women's rosters in wrestling right now, honestly.
They basically just took Jordan Grace.
They did. Like, we could talk about the TNA. Like I love that too. But I mean, you're just like, it's like, Jordan, we know where you're going. Where you're
we know where Joe Henry's going. We know where she's going.
Just leave the title here.
Leave the title here.
Rosemary, realistically, you know she's probably coming over.
Well, we're gonna get Rosemary.
She's already been over there.
Yeah. Well, we're also gonna get.
Well, Rosemary, I mean, like permanently.
Like permanently, she's saying. And we get Rosemary and Wendy Chu now, which is going to be a plus. So that's good.
Just say his name and he'll appear.
Joe Hendry, baby. Oh, boy. Now, I will say this, and folks, we've gone through a lot of the memories and moments and the build up to what we got here, but Daniel said a keyword, money. I think to close it out, the best thing to say is this. From where we started in 2019 and early 2020 to late 2020 to 2024, this has been money. Isn't it crazy just to see the transition and the overall trajectory of his character from where we started to where we are now?
Personally, I didn't think they could keep it going after he dropped the belt to Cody. I was like, that's it, we can move on. Finally, I was wrong.
All right, Nicola, what are your thoughts on the trajectory?
I like where it's gone. I've liked the evolution, and I was glad when he dropped the belt. I'm not gonna lie, because it was like, thank fuck. And then obviously now it's back again, and it's like, yeah, bring it on, let's go for it.
Well, yeah, it was reported that Netflix.
Everybody dies.
Oh yeah, Netflix has let it be known to WWE that they want Roman, Cody, and Punk on Raw. And I guess there's talk that Roman's going to go over to Raw and win the world title.
So they're just going to stack this. They're going to stack the shit out of Raw.
On Netflix, yeah, pretty much.
Well, with all the money that Netflix is giving them, they better fucking deliver.
Yeah, that's true.
Will I watch it on Netflix? That's the problem. Will try.
Now, Nico, you're gonna like this part. They did announce that next year, the shows that are going to be, for the road to WrestleMania, how they're doing like shows in like England, Germany, Scotland.
Oh yeah,
they're going to be airing on your time.
Yeah.
There's the clash of the dance.
You
won't have to stay up until the ass crack of dawn to watch Monday Night Raw, to watch NXT, to watch SmackDown.
To be fair, I think I'm so used to it, but obviously other things have got in the way a lot recently now. But I do, like I said on the last show, when I've got a day off, like later today, I will sit there all day and I'll watch Raw, AEW, everything, catch up, and then normally I'm ready when we do these shows, but obviously I was at work today and yesterday, so I've been well unprepared. So yeah, my bad.
Your participation is always awesome, and you always deliver, as we all do. And speaking of delivering,
me sitting here staring off into space, going, "Hey."
Well, no, I mean, we put you on. We put it on you.
I mean, all things considering, it is 3 a.m.
Yeah,
in the UK.
Well, I will say we did mention the word delivered. We did deliver you an action-packed show today on the finale of Uncaged and our thoughts on Roman Reigns and many other different topics as we do.
Acknowledge him.
Acknowledge him is the last thing that we could say. And we are Uncaged, so we will get a little uncaged. It's all in the name, but we thank you for listening, and we are at the closure of season 4. Now, Daniel, we started this series and this season with Girls Gone Wild, and we end with Roman Reigns. I mean, if that's not a freaking 180, goddammit, I don't know what is.
Yeah, Rob, there was a Girls Gone Wild pay-per-view, and it was
bad.
Mike has made me watch some terrible shows, but folks, next season, I got one for Mike to watch.
Oh yeah, we got Bad Blood, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. I'm watching it. Brian Pillman, God rest his soul. So we're going to be talking about.
I got more than that one.
All right. Well, we're going to have more episodes next this season. We're up to season 5. But speaking of more episodes, let's promote our guests here, which thank you guys, as always, for doing the shows with us. We truly appreciate you. And Roberto Davis, you have done some masterful work with the social medias, especially on the deep into the heart of wrestling side of things. Where can we find us and then promote your other ventures?
Deep into the heart of wrestling, Linktree/BlackHeartsEBD3. You'll find all of our social media there. You'll find a link to Mike's YouTube with all of our episodes. We've got a Facebook. We've got an Instagram. We have a Twitter. We don't call it X. Fuck you, Elon. We do have a TikTok now that we will be updating as much as possible. We'll probably throw some clips from this show on there just because it's us. We've got our other show with our other brothers in the TSK, kicking it with the TSK over on Max Wrestling on their YouTube. We've our latest episode was Wrestle Dream review. We will be doing a full gear review in a couple of weeks. We actually, and hopefully it's out by the time this airs, we took over Max Wrestling, the TSK takeover. Go check it out there. That's all over on the Max Wrestling YouTube page. And if you want to come find me, and we talk about some prosciutto, some gabagool, some sour sauce. Linktree/. Hey, it's Rob.
Mamma mia, tutti fritti, mangia. So with that being said, Nicola McDonald, I'm closing in on you, Nicola McDonald. Where can we follow you?
Be careful. You would not closing with me at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's dumb.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. Where can we follow you on the socials?
Right. So, where can you find me? Right. Nicola Mac 853, the Demoness on Twitter. Fuck you, Elon. Demoness there on Instagram. I've got to learn my actual one because it'd be easy to add that on as well. I don't do Facebook. Also, go check out Max Wrestling because Demoness is currently half a tag team champion on there. So go check out what's going on over there.
Fair enough.
And don't come and find me. You don't want to, because everybody does.
Daniel Crimmins, where can we follow you and your ventures? Kicking it with TSK.
The usual. You can find me on with this super gentleman right here, Mr. Robert Davis. You can catch us, as he mentioned, kicking it with the TSK with our partners in crime, Mr. Moses Marquez, and of course, the one, the only, Mr. Harold Hunter, and myself. Pundit's coming back tomorrow. The episode will drop sometime tomorrow. Not sure on the day, depending on how long YouTube likes to do its thing.
Fair enough. Okay.
YouTube, I'll pay you.
Christmas shit.
Oh, they ain't getting shit.
So if you want to subscribe to the YouTube page here, first of all, over 1,060 some doggone subscribers, folks. We're gonna clap it up for all of us, folks. We appreciate you. We love you. Let's go. Keep it up.
Subscribe.
Love.
Hey, we thank you. We love you.
Thank you.
Subscribe, people.
I will open mouth kiss you. So
you're all insane for listening to this crazy bitch with this lot. Seriously.
Mercedes, I'll pay you.
You are a blessing to my company. I love you so much. Thank God for you. I pray for you.
You're the greatest of all time.
I love you so much. I love you. Don't run me over. So if you want,
I had an English breakfast this morning. Fuck you, Mercedes.
So if you want to check out this YouTube channel, you can subscribe. Mike Larkin 92. You can SM Show 1 or MCL 92 on Twitter. Larkin _92 MLarkinMB. StephenMikeShow.com. LFCFights.com. LFC Podcast. Deep into the heart of wrestling. Uncaged. Stephen Mike Show. Pop Culture History Podcast. LFC Podcast. Shooting the Breeze. We got a whole plethora with On the Mic with Mike. Subscribe to the channel. We love you. We thank you for listening to our craziness and our shenanigans. And as always, for Daniel Crimmins, for Robert Davis, for Nicola McDonald, the demoness come to caress. She'll take your soul. She'll put you in a hole.
Put you in a hole.
This concludes season 4 of Uncaged. We'll see you in season 5. And not only will we pay you, but she'll kill you.
She'll kill you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Why?